So can you introduce yourselves, Shauna?
Sure. Good morning. I'm Shana Scott, Vice President of Community Impact with the Metro Atlanta American Heart Association.
Okay. And Jennifer?
Hey, good morning. Jennifer Owens. I'm the president and CEO of HealthMPowers, an organization that serves children and youth across the state of Georgia.
So my first question is, what is the state of physical activity in Georgia right now? For
I'll let you take that, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So right now, only about 1 in 4 Georgia kids get the recommended amount of daily physical activity needed. And so what that means is we need to provide more opportunities and inspiration to get kids moving their bodies to be able to reach those healthy recommended levels, not just while they're young, but to develop those habits early so that as they continue on into adulthood, those habits stick.
Awesome sauce. And so, um, Shauna, partnering with Empower, how did
Health
that
Empowers.
I'm sorry.
Health Empowers.
Health Empowers, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. How was the partnership forged between you two?
Sure. We can bring it back just to our relationship in general with the NFL when we talk about physical activity. So the American Heart Association has been in partnership with the NFL for over 15 years, working together to get youth physically active and to get youth to be physically active for 60 minutes a day. And that is also one of the same goals as Health Empowers. And so with Health Empowers being local and working in the youth physical activity space, it was only a natural partnership to really try to get as many children and families engaged in physical activity as possible, work on improving their physical as well as mental wellness, and ensuring that we are encouraging adults to get 30 minutes and youth to get 60 minutes of physical activity.
So I would say it's one thing that stood out. You said with the NFL, there was a player that had a heart issue on the field a couple years back. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's what made me think, okay, that makes sense on why you would, why you would have this great partnership. Do you all feel like across the country, just not on the side of Georgia, that there is a lack of physical activities across the country?
Well, to your question about Damar Hamlin, so two separate situations. The Damar Hamlin situation is specifically about cardiac arrest, which,
Okay.
yes, the American Heart Association does focus on ensuring that we encourage individuals to know CPR to prevent cardiac arrest. But we have been in partnership with the NFL prior to Damar Hamlin's cardiac arrest, and as I noted, working with schools across the nation to implement the NFL Play 60, which is about getting regular physical activity and an immersive experience where youth in schools are getting physical activity. Across the country, yes, we do. The data does speak to lack of physical activity across the nation. We have more opportunities where kids are playing video games and not engaging as much, or physical activity programs have been cut in public schools. And so the goal here with this partnership is to encourage out of school time where children and youth and families are engaged in activities that will get their heart rates up and moving.
So with Health Empowers, Jennifer, what are the different types of activities, the creative ways you're getting the children and their families to move?
That's a great question, Chandra, thank you. Part of what we've been learning over the last couple of years is that many youth have a real defined idea of what it means to be physically active. So let's play basketball during gym time, let's join a run club, and then let's be engaged in sports or dance of some kind. And what we are trying to do is bring forward lots of different creative ways to move your bodies that still have the same heart health benefits, but might not be kind of the standard things you think about. And so that's everything from kind of dance dance parties to double dutch jump rope to trying different physical activities like ropes training courses and kayaking and yoga, maybe being exposed to a different kind of dance or recreation activity like that. So that's a big part of the message that we're trying to promote statewide is even if you don't have a really safe place to play and be physically active, or that program's been cut during the day and your family doesn't have the resources or the time to engage in kind of expensive traveling sports, there are plenty of ways for free in your own home to get physically active, not just for the young people but as a family. And Chandra, I'll just use as an example, I'm a single mom, and during dinner preparation time, there's a lot of dance parties that are happening in my kitchen just to get my kids moving. And the added benefit here is it's a real mood booster. So after a long day, test pressures, sitting still all day, it's a great way to bond together as a family.
I love that. Because I will say, for me, like I incorporating, like I go to Pure Bar, and so today was a cardio focused class, and I will say, yes, getting that heart rate up is very, very important, and not everybody can get up and go to a class or something like that. So I know you recently had a an event back in February, the 25 million minutes launch event. Can you explain that a little bit more? 25 million minutes?
Yeah. So we've HealthMPowers and the Heart Association have come together to promote this collective challenge to Georgians to move 25 million minutes this year in honor of our 25th anniversary, but also because it's 2025. And so we are working with schools, with community groups, out at health fairs, and then just in general doing some promotion around joining the challenge. And Chandra, even though we've launched less than a month, we are over 1 million minutes so far logged into our system. And so folks can go to healthmpowers.org /25 million minutes. They can take a pledge and they will get regular communication here.
So, and that's a good thing. So, Shauna, what made how do you feel about this initiative of the 25 million minutes? Like, because it's actually bringing in, if they're going to get notifications, they're also going to get information from the American Heart Association as well. So, how are you feeling about this initiative for this year?
Well, we're very excited about the partnership. You know, when we think about the Heart Association, one of our goals, we have an initiative called Life's Essential 8, which one of the 8 essential things for a healthy heart is to increase your physical activity. And so partnership with HealthMPowers to get people moving more is essential to your life, to Life's Essential 8, to creating a healthy heart. And so creating this opportunity with these kits and just getting individuals and families to sign up, to pledge to move more is, I think, a great initiative, and it will, ignite and create opportunities for physical activity and encourage people to move in ways that they may not have thought about moving before with the tips and the resources that they'll receive via email.
I love that because I do suffer from SVT. So there was a period of time where I could not move as much as I needed to. But when I got a chance, once I had the ablation and I got to be able to go back into physical activity, I really, I didn't realize how much of a boost of energy or a boost of, happiness that I got after I started being active again. So I do love this initiative, and I love the partnership. So what can you leave with the audience? One thing or two things that they can look forward to, or they can look to accomplish during this entire challenge.
Well, I'll just say initially to your statement, physical activity doesn't have to mean walking around or running um, or lifting weights, right?
Mhm.
It can mean a lot of different types of movement. You can be seated and have movement. And so our goal is to get people to move in as many different ways as possible, or some untraditional ways that they may not have thought about. Um, and we know that the data shows that physical activity can reduce your risk of developing mental health disorders such as depression, anxiety, etc., and increases our mood boosting endorphins. And so our goal is to really provide information that will increase people's energy levels, hopefully reduce stress, and to lead to overall improved health and well-being over time.
I think that's exactly right. Move your body more, and it turns out you're going to get great mental wellness benefits as well. And I think the non-traditional movement is a really important part of this too. I know at HealthMPowers, we've got cordless jump ropes, for example. So if you're bound to a desk or a wheelchair, or you've got knee issues, you can still participate in the same physical activity with the heart health benefits, just given the conditions or the situation that you are facing at that moment. So I think the non-traditional ways of being active is really important. And Chandra, I think the other message here too, and I love that you brought up Pure Barre, is really helping people understand too that when we want to treat ourselves after a hard day or a big success or a great test grade, a lot of times we turn to ice cream or something like that, which has a really quick sort of hit for us to feel good. But physical activity is a great way to treat ourselves as well. And taking time out for that hour a week, Chandra, or whatever you're doing, is a wonderful investment and treat to us as individuals. And I think that's another message that we want to promote as well. Kids are worth it. You are worth it.
Love that.
I love that. That's what I hear. Like, I'm in there 6 days a week, and the instructors, that's what said, you can do that. They give you motivation. So yes, I'm here for the challenge. I think it's a great thing because if people feel like they're contributing to something greater, I think that's where they'll work harder. But I'm excited about that. The American Heart Association and HealthMPowers. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I love every bit of it. So, is there anything you want to leave the audience with today?
No, I think we got everything, unless Jennifer, you have something else?
No, I would just say, just go online, take the pledge, try it, do it. This isn't hard. It costs nothing. And thanks to partners like the NFL Play 60, Heart Association, HealthMPowers, we want to set you up for success.
Well, thank you, ladies. I'm excited because now it's like now I definitely have to because it's like gotta keep moving. I mean, I was there 5:20 this morning, so
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
yes, something about it. It starts my day off great. So thank you so much, ladies. I am so excited, but I think that it's gonna surpass, it's gonna go past this year. I know that for sure because people are gonna be wanting to move. But once again, thank you, ladies, and you all have a good day.
You too,
Thank
Chandra.
you.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.